Hey everyone, it's Jen. Thank you so much for joining me today for Saturday Morning Makes. I hope you're having a great weekend. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, I hope you subscribe. I have lots of crafty videos, fun hauls, and project shares. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for joining me. Today for Saturday Morning Makes, I wanted to share a couple of cards that I made, and both of them also will be hashtagged Bunnies of March, which is Anna White's hashtag. I was so excited to see what she was doing for the month of March because I love bunnies, and I anticipate making lots of bunny projects this month. So yeah, let's get started, and I'll show you everything I made for the first card, and then I'll show you the second card. Okay, so for the first card, this was the inspiration. This is a new dice or a stamp set that I got from Whippersnapper Designs, and Anna designed this one. It's called Easter Tin Tart, and it is adorable. It's got a cute little candle tin with a bunny in it, 3 carrots, and the bunny is all dressed up, and it has a cute wire handle and a little button trim too. So I was so excited to get this. I just got this in the mail the other day, so I was very happy to work with it. And that's what the what the stamp looks like. It's not a stamp set; it's just a stamp. But yeah, so that's the focal point of my card. I also used these scissors that I have in my stash. They're Fiskars edgers, and this is a decal edge. I use this all the time for my decal projects, and it just makes that nice irregular trim on the edge of your cards. I use this Nuvo Drops, and this is a really pretty color. It's called Bubblegum Blush. So it's like a pinky, like peach color. So I use that, and then I use some stickles, and this one is Frosted Lace. I like this one because it's white, but it has like the glitter in it is just like a pure white. It doesn't have an iridescent look to it or anything. I used this clear glaze from Lawn Fawn just in a couple areas of my card. And I used a couple inks. I used Distress Oxide and Tea Dye, which I use quite often. I used Memento Tuxedo Black, which I used to stamp out the die because I did color it with alcohol markers. I used this paper pad, my favorite things, Tiny Check 6x6. I also used this paper, which I have cut up, but this is from the Echo Park, as you can see, my favorite Easter line, and this one is multi-journaling cards. So this is what I have left of it. I used one of the journaling cards. I used this die from my stash. It's from an Easter egg nesting set that I will try to link below if it's still available, and it's stitched on the edges, although I just used it to cut out a frame for my card, so it's not stitched on what you'll see, but the piece that I cut out is stitched. And I used this new paper pad from Michaels that I just bought called Splendid Springtime. Okay, so let me show you the card that I made, and of course it's bunny themed. I think it came out very, very cute. I stamped, obviously, the new stamp from Whippersnapper Designs in Memento Tuxedo Black, and then I colored it in with different alcohol markers that I have. I have all sorts of kinds. I have ones that I just got on clearance from Hobby Lobby. I have Copics. I have just lots of different ones, and I just looked through them for the right colors. So that's what I came up with. I'm not the best colorer, but I think that came out pretty cute. And for the edges, I did use that the tea dye ink, and just to distress it a little bit. This is the paper from the Michaels paper pad, and that's the gingham for the card base in the background. Easter Wishes is what I cut out from that Echo Park page that I have, and I deckled the edges and distressed them. I used the Lawn Fawn clear glaze to just accent the tape that was on there already. For the edges of the egg, I used the Frosted Lace stickles, and I also used that like on the flowers on the bunny, on the cheeks, and on other various parts that I wanted to highlight. And I used a piece of trim that I have in my stash just to tie a bow on the top. I thought that looked really cute. And that's where I added the Nuvo Drops on the corners of the card. I didn't pop anything up on dimensional tape. I wanted it to be pretty flat. The only dimensional thing is the bow, but that can be smushed down in an envelope. So I anticipate being able to mail this in a with a regular stamp. So I think it came out very, very cute. I love this stamp, and I like how the egg die framed it. As you could see, my bunny ear was a little bit bigger than the die, so what I did was I just cut out that little part of the ear with an X-Acto knife and just flipped it over the top of my card. So I thought that was a cute little touch, and yeah, so it came out really cute, I think. I hope you guys like it. I haven't done anything on the inside yet, but I will eventually. So that's my first card. The second card, I used a stamp that my friend Gina gave me from Gina, who is Scrapinology. Hi Gina, if you're watching. She gave me this stamp recently, and I just love it. It's from Stampin' Up! 1995, and it's really big, as you can see. It's a beautiful stamp. I just had so much fun with it, and you can make this into like any color scheme you want, any theme. You can make it like into a baby card, but I just kind of made it into a Easter card. So let me show you what I came up with. This is a card that I made, and I just love it. I think it really brought the stamp to life. I used some stickles. This is diamond stickles I used on the bunny tail here. And yeah, I just stamped it with the Memento black, tuxedo black ink, and I colored it with my alcohol markers. I used a die that I had in my stash that has the scallops and the stitch border, and I edged it with tea dye as well and used some of that diamond stickles on the edge of the scallop. And then I used a polka dot card or a polka dot base that I had in my stash and just mounted it on a blank card. So I think that came out so cute. I intend to use this as either an Easter card or a thank you card. I'm going to add a sentiment here when I decide what I'm going to do it or what I'm going to use it for. So thank you so much again, Gina. I love this stamp, and it's stamped beautifully, as you can see, and I had so much fun coloring it. So I hope you guys like my projects. These are my 2 cards for this week's Saturday Morning Makes and for Bunnies of March. I'll link down below Jill's channel, Jill who started Saturday Morning Makes, and Anna, who has Bunnies of March. So thanks again for watching, and I will be back soon with another crafty video. Thanks guys, bye.